Because 17-year-olds do not voluntarily separate from their phones. Not in 2013, not ever. The phone was pinging, sending signals to nearby cell towers, creating a digital breadcrumb trail that led investigators to a specific area roughly 1 mile north of Livingston. They triangulated the signal to an abandoned piece of property along Route 29, a rundown location that looked like it had been forgotten by time itself. On that property sat a camper van, the kind of vehicle that had seen better decades, held together by rust and hope. Someone lived there, someone who had chosen isolation over community, privacy over comfort. Detectives approached cautiously, knocked on the door, met the man who would soon become the prime suspect in Alexis Murphy's disappearance. His name was Randy Taylor, and he matched the description of the man from the gas station surveillance footage. Same build, same distinctive neck tattoo that made him stand out in a crowd. He also drove a Chevrolet Suburban, the same type of vehicle seen on camera. When detectives asked if he knew Alexis Murphy, Randy's response was immediate and firm. He had never heard that name, had no idea who she was, had never seen her before in his life. But his eyes told a different story, and investigators knew they were standing face to face with someone who had answers they desperately needed. Randy Taylor agreed to let detectives look around his camper van, a decision that would seal his fate faster than he could have imagined. Inside that cramped, filthy space, investigators immediately noticed items that did not belong to a middle-aged white man living alone. A small diamond stud, the kind used for nose or ear piercings, glinted from a corner near the couch. A single black hair, much longer than Randy's close-cropped style, lay visible against the dirty floor. These items were collected, bagged, rushed to the forensic lab for analysis. The results came back within 48 hours. Both the piercing and the hair belonged to Alexis Murphy. She had been inside this camper van, inside Randy Taylor's private domain, despite his claims of never having met her. Confronted with this evidence, Randy's story shifted like sand beneath investigators' feet. Suddenly, he remembered meeting Alexis at the gas station. They had chatted, hit it off. She had followed him back to his place for some beers and something stronger. Nothing inappropriate happened, just two people hanging out on a Saturday evening. Then she left with another guy, a black man with dreadlocks, someone Randy knew only as Damian Bradley. That man must have taken her, must be responsible for whatever happened next. Detectives tracked down Damian Bradley within hours, interviewed him extensively about his whereabouts on August 3rd. Damian had never met Alexis Murphy, had never been to Randy Taylor's camper van, had an airtight alibi that placed him hundreds of miles away in Alabama visiting his father that entire weekend. Randy Taylor was lying, pulling names from thin air, desperately trying to deflect suspicion onto someone, anyone else.